Okay.
You want to drive him into the bit. Give him the shoulder tap cue. There you go. Good boy. I don't want him running backwards at all, so that's why I was kissing to him. He is stiff as a board. Wow. Usually these horses are real light in the face. The well-bred reiners and cutters are usually real tender mouth. He is not acting like that. So that could be just how he is. I have a suspicion she was riding him kind of heavy-handed and on a short rein, probably because she was nervous the horse was going to buck with her, and it made him kind of tough in the face. Because that's what I used to do too before I knew better. And I'm just waiting on you, buddy. I want him to stop moving, but I want him to give and bend a little bit, and he's wanting to stop real stiff and straight. Boy, you have no lateral flexion, my man. Here, I'm just gonna do this because I'm getting dizzy. So I'm using the rear D-ring to just kind of keep myself from being so wobbly. Helps me, yeah. And as soon as his feet stop moving, I'll let go. And he can have his head back. Boy, you are bracy. Well, it's not complicated. He's just not broke. That was terrible, dude. We got to work on that. You got an F minus. Do it again on this side. Same thing. Now, the more tired your horse is, as a general rule, the easier this is. If they're super fresh, you're setting yourself up for failure. They're really going to walk a lot more circles. So it's a good idea. That's why I didn't start off with this. I waited till I had loped him around a little bit. He's not in shape, I can tell that, which is good. I want him broke before he gets in shape. So now that I've kind of knocked the fresh off, I have a better chance of success doing this lateral flexion exercise. I'm just waiting on you, boo. Just waiting on you. He's thinking about it. Oh yeah, I'll take that. He stopped for a fraction of a second. I'm gonna do that a couple more times. This is kind of a blank slate. Like, he knows way less than he should. So, green, green, green. Oh, he's wanting to pull. Did you see him try to pull that rope out of my hand? He was really getting stiff and pushing on it a second ago. Now, if you've got a horse that's super afraid of that flag, see, I left it on the ground there. That could have, with the big gust of wind, made that thing move and screwed us up here. If the horse is pretty calm, you probably don't need to worry about that. See, he's not really thinking, he's just wanting to be stiff. It's up to you, buddy. It's up to you. Anytime. There we go. He needs a lot of that. If you liked this video and want to see more content just like this, in that little description box below, go to our Patreon page. You can subscribe for as little as $5 a month, and there's 3 different levels to choose from. Besides that, the interns kind of need a little bit of extra money. They're just a bunch of poor college kids. Right, Emerson?
I haven't eaten today.
So if you would, check out our Patreon page. We hope to see you there.
We're about to get a bronc, maybe.
I know, in the middle of all this.
Fucking around. I haven't eaten.
And I've noticed he's looking and chewing whenever I stop, which is good. It's making sense to him and he's relaxing. I say he'd be a good one to leave saddled for a while too, because he was bucking because he was being cinchy. I strapped the saddle on, and so he didn't like that feeling, especially when they go into the lope. They'll usually buck because they're holding tension. They don't like the way this thing feels on them. And that's just a green horse. Oh, ooh, that was a little better. Okay, now I am gonna tighten my cinch because it's still pretty loose. He's got a really flat, round back, so I don't have much withers to keep my saddle from moving once I do get on. So that's something else to keep in mind. Good boy. And now I just want him to move out, work his feet a little bit. Come over here and get my flag. And then I think what we'll do is we'll swap. I'll hold the camera. I'll let you do the activity ball with him. We may end, I don't want to end on that. I want to end on lateral flexion, but I'd like to do that today, and then maybe we'll do the tarp tomorrow. And on your more sensitive, hotter horses, when you send them back out to the rail, don't just immediately make them run. Ease them into a trot and then ease them into a lope. Otherwise, you're just going to keep them more worried. On your lazier horses, you do just the opposite. Dish. All right, when we get back over there on the other side, I'll slope again. We'll see if he bucks or not. Much better, much more professional. Here we go. Good policy. And then we need to get Frank out tomorrow. Put Frank on him. That's why Emerson, he's another perfect example. Whenever a new horse comes into training, we pretend as though they've never been ridden before, never had a saddle on them. We start from the very beginning. Because never fails, the horse is never as far along as the owner wants to believe. And we find gaps that we need to fix. For him, lateral flexion is a big one. Keeping his respect and his focus on you. Okay. Ooh. I really want him slowing down gradually and not hitting the brakes because he's already kind of bracy, right? And even though I think it's cool. Okay, so the camera is getting overheated. I have a GoPro 10 and it just does that. It's not even hot outside. So that's why it shut off a second ago. So we may have to, oh, wrong lead. Come on, swap that back lead. You're stumbling because you're on the wrong lead. Boy, he's still wanting to crossfire in the back. There we go, we got it. Easy. Good boy. There we go. See, he's still looking at Tess. And then he thought about running backwards just then. You can probably stop there. I'm gonna do some more lateral flexion with